There is a reason why history's most enigmatic survivors, from Hollywood legends to political titans, so often share one sign, Scorpio. But few dare to speak about why. Until now, the world knows Scorpios as intense, mysterious beings. But behind that dark allure lies an even more formidable truth. They are the Zodiac's ultimate survivors. When life collapses, when darkness closes in, when the average soul breaks, Scorpio evolves. They have been through storms you will never see. They carry scars beneath their elegant surface, not as wounds, but as weapons. They don't just survive, they transform. And today, we will explore 14 hidden reasons why Scorpio thrives where others falter. By the end of this video, you will see survival not as a battle of strength, but as a dance of wisdom, intuition, and inner alchemy. Stay with us till the end, because the last reason will reveal the profound spiritual key that even most Scorpios do not consciously know they possess. In Buddhist wisdom, we learn that life is impermanence. Only those who embrace this truth can truly endure. Scorpio, perhaps more than any sign, lives this teaching through every fiber of their being. So, are you ready to enter the shadowed heart of survival? Let us begin. Scorpion Reason 1. Scorpio embraces pain as fuel for growth. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Khalil Gibran. Pain destroys the weak. It tempers the strong. For Scorpio, it becomes an alchemical fire. Unlike most signs who flee discomfort, Scorpio walks into it. They stare down heartbreak, betrayal, loss, not with naive optimism, but with brutal acceptance. From an early age, many Scorpios experience deep emotional wounds. A turbulent childhood, the loss of a loved one, a betrayal by someone they trusted. And yet, rather than let these experiences define them, they forge resilience from them. They understand, pain is inevitable, victimhood is optional. Take the story of Leonardo DiCaprio, a Scorpio born amid adversity, raised in a rough Los Angeles neighborhood, surrounded by crime and poverty. Instead of succumbing to circumstance, he used hardship as a catalyst, channeling raw intensity into his art, becoming one of the most respected actors of his generation. This is the Scorpio way. When the world burns around them, they do not crumble. They rise from the ashes, transformed. In Buddhist philosophy, this mirrors the teaching of turning poison into medicine, using suffering as the fuel for awakening. Scorpio embodies this truth instinctively. So, the first secret of Scorpio's survival? They do not fear pain, they transmute it. Backhand index pointing right coming up next. Why Scorpio's emotional resilience makes them outlast even the strongest earth signs. Stay tuned. Scorpion Reason 2. Unmatched emotional resilience. The bamboo that bends is stronger than the oak that resists. Japanese proverb. In life, everyone faces storms, but not everyone weathers them the same way. Many signs, when battered by emotional tempests, either retreat into numbness or explode in uncontrolled fury. Scorpio is different. They possess an unmatched emotional resilience, forged through years of internal battle. Why? Because they feel deeper than most. Every joy, every sorrow, every betrayal cuts to their core. Yet it is precisely this depth that builds their strength. Imagine a deep ocean trench. On the surface, the waves may rage, ships may sink, but in the deepest parts of the ocean, where pressure is immense, life quietly endures. Scorpio's emotional world is this trench, immense, pressurized, yet indestructible. Consider the life of Marie Curie, a Scorpio who not only revolutionized science, but also faced tremendous personal loss, losing her husband Pierre Curie in a tragic accident. Instead of surrendering to grief, she carried on, continuing her groundbreaking research under immense societal and personal pressure. Her emotional resilience fueled scientific discoveries that changed the world. In relationships, this resilience can be misunderstood. Some partners think Scorpio is cold or distant in crisis, when in truth, they are simply moving through a complex process of internal transformation. They are not collapsing, they are rebuilding. Buddhist wisdom teaches the value of equanimity, remaining balanced amid pleasure and pain. Scorpio may not be outwardly stoic, but inwardly, they master this balance. Each heartbreak adds to their inner steel, not bitterness. And here lies a key to their survival. Emotional resilience is not about avoiding pain. It is about letting pain pass through you and standing unbroken. Scorpio knows this truth intimately. It is why, when others falter, they endure. Backhand index pointing right next up. How Scorpio's laser-sharp intuition allows them to sense danger before it strikes, and why this instinct saves them again and again. Stay with us. Scorpion Reason 3. Laser-sharp intuition, reading danger instantly. Trust your vibes. Energy never lies. Anonymous. One of the most uncanny survival tools Scorpio possesses is their laser-sharp intuition. It is not just about gut feelings. It is a finely tuned radar, honed by years of observing human nature and sensing unspoken truths. When you meet a Scorpio, they are already reading you. Not just your words, but your body language, tone, micro-expressions, and above all, your energy. This is no mystical exaggeration. Studies in psychology have shown that some individuals develop heightened sensitivity to nonverbal cues after repeated exposure to betrayal or emotional trauma. Scorpios, having often endured such experiences early in life, evolve this capacity to an extraordinary degree. It becomes their silent shield, a means of avoiding dangerous people and toxic situations before they manifest fully. Consider Hillary Clinton, a Scorpio who navigated the treacherous world of politics for decades. Regardless of public opinion, one cannot deny her ability to anticipate opposition, read political undercurrents, and adapt swiftly. Behind her endurance lies an intuitive grasp of unseen dynamics, a quintessential Scorpio trait. In everyday life, this manifests subtly. A Scorpio will often know when someone is lying, even without evidence. They sense hidden hostility or manipulative intentions in others long before it becomes obvious. They feel shifts in group dynamics, picking up on tension that escapes others. In survival terms, this intuition is invaluable. It allows them to exit harmful situations early, form alliances with trustworthy individuals, and navigate volatile environments with minimal damage. From a Buddhist lens, this aligns with the concept of mindfulness, cultivating deep awareness of one's surroundings and inner states. Scorpio's version of mindfulness is raw, instinctual, and potent. Where others are blindsided, Scorpio sees the storm approaching. Where others misplace trust, Scorpio senses the shadow behind the smile. This is not paranoia, it is protection. It is survival. And this intuitive edge ensures that even when the world turns hostile, Scorpio walks prepared. Backhand index pointing right next up. The art of reinvention. Why Scorpios rise from the ashes time and time again, stronger than ever. You won't want to miss this. Scorpion Reason 4. The art of reinvention, rising from ashes. Like a phoenix from the ashes, they will rise again and again. Scorpio's true mastery lies not merely in enduring, but in reinventing themselves after every fall. Where many signs seek to restore the past, Scorpio instinctively knows. The past is gone. What matters is what you become next. This is not easy. Reinvention requires surrendering old identities, letting go of attachments, a principle deeply rooted in Buddhist teachings on impermanence. Scorpio, more than any sign, lives this truth. After betrayal, they emerge not as a bitter victim, but as someone wiser and sharper. After a career collapse, they do not seek to go back. They forge a new path entirely. After profound loss, they honor their grief, then allow it to transform them, not define them. This cyclical death and rebirth process mirrors the myth of the phoenix, a symbol often associated with Scorpio. It is not mere metaphor. Many Scorpios go through multiple profound life transformations, where the person they were is no longer recognizable, even to themselves. A striking example is Pablo Picasso, the legendary Scorpio artist. Throughout his life, Picasso constantly reinvented his style, shifting from blue period to cubism to surrealism and beyond. Each phase reflected personal evolution. He did not cling to one successful formula. He burned it down and created anew, over and over. In everyday life, you see this in Scorpios who change careers dramatically midlife, thriving in multiple fields, overcome devastating illnesses or trauma, emerging with a new sense of purpose, shift social circles and identities, not out of caprice, but to align with their evolving truth. Reinvention is survival in a changing world. Those who cling to outdated identities perish when circumstances shift. Scorpio thrives because they embrace change as their natural element. In Buddhist wisdom, this is the heart of non-attachment. To live fully, one must let die what no longer serves. Scorpio understands this, not in theory, but in blood and bone. And so, they rise. Again, and again, and again. Backhand index pointing right next up. Ruthless focus on survival goals. Why Scorpios never lose sight of what truly matters. Scorpion reason 5. Ruthless focus on survival goals. Where attention goes, energy flows. James Redfield. If there is one quality that sets Scorpio apart in the game of survival, it is their ruthless focus on what matters. In a distracted world, many flit from goal to goal, dream to dream, scattering their energies like leaves in the wind. Scorpio is different. When their survival, physical, emotional, or spiritual, is at stake, they lock on with the intensity of a predator stalking its prey. This is no casual interest. It is obsession, disciplined, deliberate, and relentless. Once a Scorpio identifies a goal tied to their survival or transformation, they will not be sidetracked by drama. They will not indulge in self-pity. They will not waste time seeking approval. Instead, they enter what psychologists call flow state, a heightened zone of concentration where external distractions fade. In this state, Scorpios' already formidable instincts become razor-sharp. A classic example is Bill Gates, a Scorpio whose tunnel vision focus during Microsoft's rise is legendary. While competitors chased trends, Gates fixated on creating an operating system that would dominate the market, and he succeeded. His capacity to ignore noise and pursue one defining goal is quintessentially Scorpio. On a smaller scale, you see this in Scorpios who overcome severe illness through obsessive research and lifestyle overhaul. Escape toxic relationships by meticulously planning their exit and rebuilding their life. Master a new skill or art form with unwavering commitment. This ruthless focus is not without cost. Scorpios often sacrifice temporary pleasures, relationships, and even comfort in service of their higher goals. But it is precisely this willingness to endure discomfort that fuels their survival. From a Buddhist perspective, this aligns with right effort, one of the noble Eightfold Path principles. Right effort involves sustained, disciplined action toward worthy aims, without falling into laziness or heedless striving. Scorpio lives this principle instinctively when survival is on the line. While others waver, Scorpio advances. While others chase many things, Scorpio masters the one that matters most. And in a world where scattered attention is fatal, such ruthless focus becomes a superpower. Backhand index pointing right next up. Fearless confrontation with the dark side of life. How Scorpio turns darkness into strength. Scorpion reason 6. Fearless confrontation with the dark side of life. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Joseph Campbell. Most people spend their lives avoiding the shadows, within themselves and within the world. They fear what is dark, uncomfortable, or morally complex. Scorpio is different. Scorpio walks into the dark, not recklessly, but with open eyes and a steady heart. This fearlessness is not bravado. It comes from an intimate understanding that darkness is part of life, and that only by confronting it can one truly survive and evolve. From an early age, many Scorpios are exposed to life's harsher realities: death, betrayal, loss, injustice. While others deny or repress these truths, Scorpio absorbs them, studies them, and learns how to navigate them. This grants them an extraordinary survival edge. In crisis, they remain calm when others panic. In betrayal, they see the truth before it fully manifests. In loss, they grieve fully and then rise stronger. Consider the life of Fyodor Dostoevsky, the Scorpio novelist who faced mock execution, imprisonment in Siberia, poverty, and severe illness, yet produced some of the most profound explorations of the human soul ever written. His willingness to gaze unflinchingly into human darkness gave birth to timeless wisdom. In everyday life, Scorpio's dark side confrontation looks like facing their own flaws without excuses, exploring taboo subjects without fear, engaging with people others deem too damaged, and sometimes helping them transform. This resonates deeply with Buddhist teachings on the nature of suffering. The Buddha taught that freedom arises not from denying suffering, but from understanding it fully. Scorpio embodies this path. They do not seek false light. They seek wisdom born of shadow. And here lies a profound key to their survival. What you refuse to face controls you. What you face, you can transform. Scorpio knows this truth instinctively. It is why they emerge from life's darkest moments not broken, but empowered. Backhand index pointing right next up. Mastery of emotional self-control. How Scorpio's inner discipline fortifies their survival instincts. Scorpion reason 7. Mastery of emotional self-control. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Confucius. Among the Zodiac, few signs feel as deeply as Scorpio, and few master those feelings so completely. Emotional self-control is a defining survival trait of Scorpio. It is not about suppression, but about strategic management of emotions, so they do not become liabilities in critical moments. In high-stress situations where others might break down in tears, lash out in rage, or shut down entirely, Scorpio remains focused and composed. This ability is not innate. It is forged through countless experiences of navigating emotional intensity. Many Scorpios endure early life experiences that force them to develop this skill. They learn that raw emotional expression can be dangerous, that those who reveal too much vulnerability may be exploited or dismissed. So they cultivate an inner sanctum, a place where they process emotions privately, while projecting an exterior of calm strength. This does not mean Scorpio lacks feeling. On the contrary, they feel more than most. But they understand that in moments of survival, emotions must serve wisdom, not override it. Consider Marie Antoinette, a Scorpio queen who, facing public execution during the French Revolution, walked to the guillotine with astonishing dignity and composure. Her final moments became legendary, a testament to Scorpio's ability to maintain self-control even in the face of death. In modern life, this mastery enables Scorpio to negotiate high-stakes deals with steady nerves, handle personal betrayal without public breakdown, support loved ones through crisis while maintaining clarity. From a Buddhist lens, this aligns with the cultivation of equanimity, the ability to remain balanced amid life's inevitable fluctuations. Scorpio practices this not through detachment, but through emotional alchemy. They feel the storm fully, but they do not let it sway their course. In survival terms, this is a profound advantage. Those who are ruled by fear or anger often make fatal mistakes. Scorpio's emotional discipline allows them to navigate even the most treacherous waters with grace and precision. And so, while others flail, Scorpio endures, steady as stone beneath turbulent waves. Backhand index pointing right next up. Loyalty as a survival network. Why Scorpio's bonds are unbreakable, and how this network becomes their hidden armor. Scorpion reason 8. Loyalty as a survival network. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. African proverb. In the harsh game of survival, no one endures entirely alone, not even Scorpio. But unlike many signs that form superficial alliances, Scorpio cultivates a network of loyalty that serves as their unseen armor. To Scorpio, loyalty is sacred. They do not offer it lightly, but once given, it is unyielding. They will defend a true friend with ferocity. They will stand by a partner in times of darkness. They will support a trusted ally long after others have fled. This loyalty is not transactional. It is born of deep emotional bonds forged over time through shared trials and absolute trust. In return, Scorpio expects loyalty and is ruthless toward those who betray it. Yet when the loyalty is mutual, something rare and powerful forms, a survival network more enduring than wealth or status. A poignant example is Theodore Roosevelt, a Scorpio whose political rise was supported by a tight-knit circle of fiercely loyal friends and allies. Even amid political warfare and personal tragedy, Roosevelt's inner circle remained steadfast, enabling him to navigate and survive the brutal arena of American politics. In modern life, this network manifests in ways that subtly but powerfully enhance Scorpio's resilience. Trusted friends who offer emotional refuge, professional allies who provide critical opportunities, mentors and confidants who share hard-won wisdom. From a Buddhist perspective, this aligns with the importance of Sangha, the spiritual community. Just as no one attains enlightenment alone, no one survives life's hardest trials alone. Scorpio, often viewed as solitary, instinctively understands this. They do not need many connections, but they cultivate a few profound ones. And when the storm comes, these bonds become lifelines. Moreover, Scorpio's loyalty earns them allies who, in turn, will fight for them. In times of crisis, this is invaluable. While others burn bridges carelessly, Scorpio tends the few bridges that truly matter, and this loyalty-based network ensures that even when alone in the dark, they are never truly unsupported. Backhand index pointing right next up. Strategic patience, knowing when to strike, and why this gives Scorpio an unmatched survival edge. Scorpion Reason 9. Strategic patience, knowing when to strike. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Aristotle. In a world obsessed with speed, Scorpio plays the long game. While others rush decisions, chase instant gratification, or reveal their intentions too soon, Scorpio cultivates strategic patience, a rare but deadly survival skill. This patience is not passive. It is watchful, intentional, and calculating. Scorpio understands that timing is everything. Acting too soon can expose weakness. Acting too late can forfeit opportunity. So they wait. They observe. They gather information. They let situations unfold, often appearing disengaged or indifferent, while inside, their mind is analyzing every move, every motive, every variable. When the right moment comes, they strike with precision, not out of impulse, but out of a deeply calculated understanding of when their action will have maximum impact. A famous example is Marie Curie once again. For years, she endured academic marginalization as a woman in science. Instead of reacting emotionally or forcing her way into circles that rejected her, she focused on her research quietly. And when the opportunity finally arose, she presented discoveries that were undeniable, earning 2 Nobel Prizes and reshaping scientific history. In everyday life, Scorpio's strategic patience allows them to choose life partners carefully, avoiding toxic entanglements, build careers steadily, refusing to compromise long-term vision for short-term gains, withstand temporary setbacks, knowing they are part of a larger game. From a Buddhist perspective, this mirrors the practice of right mindfulness and right concentration, developing deep awareness and concentration so that actions arise from wisdom, not reactivity. Scorpio embodies this. They are not reckless hunters. They are stalking wolves, moving when the prey is exposed, the path is clear, and the outcome is favorable. In survival terms, this patience is gold. Many fall not from lack of strength, but from lack of timing. Scorpio avoids this fate through disciplined, strategic waiting. And when they finally move, the result is often irreversible. Backhand index pointing right next up. Unyielding determination against odds. Why Scorpio never quits when it matters most. Scorpion Reason 10. Unyielding determination against odds. It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. There is a point in every crisis where most give up. The mountain seems too steep. The losses seem too great. The odds seem insurmountable. That is the moment where Scorpio truly comes alive. For them, unyielding determination is not optional. It is instinct. Once Scorpio commits to a path, whether it is healing from trauma, rebuilding a life, or pursuing a dream, they become almost impossible to stop. This is not stubbornness for its own sake. It is a deeply spiritual understanding that growth lies beyond the breaking point. Many Scorpios experience this in early life. Faced with adversity, they learn that success or even survival often demands pushing far beyond what seems bearable. Over time, this becomes a defining trait. They endure when others falter. They persist when others surrender. They continue walking through metaphorical hell, knowing that even this will pass. A modern example is Hillary Clinton. Regardless of one's political views, her capacity to endure decades of public scrutiny, personal attack, and political loss, while continuing to pursue her mission, is a testament to Scorpio's core determination. In personal life, this determination manifests in stories like the Scorpio who fights a long battle with illness, refusing to let it define them. The Scorpio entrepreneur who rebuilds a failed business after catastrophic loss. The Scorpio artist who faces repeated rejection yet continues to create. From a Buddhist lens, this resonates with the virtue of virya, translated as energy, diligence, or perseverance. One of the 6 paramitas, perfections, on the path to enlightenment. Scorpio does not merely possess this virtue, they embody it. When the world says give up, Scorpio says not yet. and this is key to their survival. Life's greatest transformations lie just beyond despair, and Scorpio's unyielding determination ensures they reach that threshold where others never tread. Backhand index pointing right. Next up, ability to transform relationships, not discard them. How Scorpio turns broken bonds into sources of power and growth. Scorpion reason 11. Ability to transform relationships, not discard them. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. Buddha. In survival, relationships can make or break us. Some cling to connections out of fear. Others discard them recklessly when difficulties arise. Scorpio follows a different path. They transform relationships. This is a subtle, powerful survival skill, rooted in Scorpio's profound understanding of emotional evolution. When a relationship becomes strained or toxic, most people default to cutting the person off completely, pretending the issue does not exist, falling into cycles of blame. Scorpio, though capable of ruthlessness when betrayed, generally seeks first to transform rather than to destroy. They instinctively know that true power lies in transformation, not avoidance. How does this work? Scorpio confronts uncomfortable truths. They will face their own role in relational dysfunction, as painful as it may be. They demand depth and honesty from the other party, forcing change or clarity. If transformation is possible, they rebuild the bond on stronger foundations. If not, they walk away, but with understanding, not blind hatred. Consider Bill Gates again, a Scorpio who, despite a high-profile divorce, maintained a collaborative relationship with his ex-wife on philanthropic ventures. This ability to evolve relationships beyond personal emotion into larger shared purpose is classic Scorpio wisdom. In everyday life, this skill allows Scorpio to turn former rivals into allies, mend family ties once thought irreparable, navigate professional conflicts with strategic grace. From a Buddhist perspective, this mirrors the practice of compassionate wisdom, the ability to see beyond ego wounds and foster deeper, more skillful relationships. Scorpio understands this not as a philosophy, but as a survival tactic. Burning bridges carelessly leaves one isolated. Transforming them creates pathways for future growth. And when survival demands strong networks and nuanced alliances, Scorpio's relational alchemy becomes one of their greatest assets. Backhand index pointing right. Next up, Scorpio's spiritual understanding of impermanence. How this Buddhist-aligned wisdom makes them the most adaptable survivors. Scorpion reason 12. Scorpio's spiritual understanding of impermanence. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. The Buddha. At the core of Buddhist wisdom lies a simple yet profound truth: impermanence. Everything changes. Everything fades. Clinging leads to suffering. Few embody this truth as instinctively as Scorpio. Survival requires more than strength. It requires adaptability. And adaptability begins with accepting that nothing, no success, no relationship, no identity, is permanent. Scorpio understands this in their bones. They are not naive optimists who believe good times will last forever, nor are they cynical defeatists. They are realists who embrace life's constant flow of death and rebirth, both literal and metaphorical. This spiritual understanding grants Scorpio unparalleled resilience. They can let go of past identities without despair. They can face endings of love, careers, or even life chapters with clear eyes. They can embrace new beginnings without false nostalgia. A striking example is Marie Curie once more. After the death of her beloved husband Pierre, she mourned deeply, but did not remain trapped in grief. She honored the impermanence of life and allowed herself to be transformed by it, continuing groundbreaking work that changed human history. In everyday life, this wisdom allows Scorpio to navigate breakups with ultimate grace, mourning fully, but moving forward. Rebuild after financial ruin or professional collapse, knowing no loss is final. Support loved ones through death, embodying the Buddhist teaching that all life is transient. From a Buddhist lens, Scorpio lives the teaching of anicca, impermanence, more authentically than most. They do not merely understand it intellectually. They feel it, live it, and apply it in the crucible of real experience. And in a world where attachment and resistance to change cause untold suffering, This gives Scorpio a profound survival edge. They know what arises will pass. What is lost can be transformed. The only constant is change, and in embracing it, one finds true freedom. Backhand index pointing right next up. Mysterious aura as a shield and weapon. How Scorpio's enigmatic presence protects them in life's most dangerous games. Scorpion reason 13. Mysterious aura as a shield and weapon. Mystery creates wonder, and wonder is the basis of man's desire to understand. Neil Armstrong. In the arena of survival, visibility can be both an asset and a liability. Too much transparency invites attack. Too little risks isolation. Scorpio masters this paradox through one of their most famous traits, their mysterious aura. But this aura is not mere aesthetic. It is a conscious, and often unconscious, survival mechanism. By keeping their true thoughts, feelings, and strategies concealed, Scorpio creates an energetic shield that prevents enemies from predicting their moves, protects vulnerabilities from exploitation, creates an unsettling presence that forces others to second-guess themselves. This enigmatic quality is not accidental. Scorpio is keenly aware of the dangers of overexposure. Where some signs crave attention and validation, Scorpio values strategic opacity. Consider Leonardo DiCaprio. Despite global fame, his personal life remains fiercely guarded. This mystery enhances his power in Hollywood and protects his core self from the industry's ruthless gaze. In survival terms, this aura serves as both shield and weapon. It buys Scorpio time in negotiations. It deters potential manipulators who cannot read them. It keeps adversaries off balance, unsure of where Scorpio truly stands. From a Buddhist lens, this aligns with the practice of skillful means, upaya, acting with wisdom according to the needs of the moment, sometimes revealing, sometimes concealing, always serving higher purpose. Scorpio's mysterious presence is not about ego. It is about strategic positioning in an unpredictable world. And while some may criticize them as secretive or untrusting, the truth is clear. Mystery protects. Mystery empowers. Mystery allows the wise to move through shadows unseen until the moment to reveal their power arrives. This is why, in the games of life and death, of love and war, Scorpio's aura is a silent force that ensures their survival. Backhand index pointing right next up. Deep connection with the cycle of death and rebirth, the ultimate spiritual key to Scorpio's enduring strength. Stay till the end. This final insight may change how you view not only Scorpio, but life itself. Scorpion reason 14. Deep connection with the cycle of death and rebirth. As a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. Buddha. At the deepest level of Scorpio's survival mastery lies a truth few consciously understand. They are profoundly connected to the eternal cycle of death and rebirth. This is not simply about physical death. Though Scorpio's natural comfort discussing mortality sets them apart, it is about the symbolic deaths that all humans must face. The death of old identities, the death of attachments, the death of illusions, and the subsequent rebirth into higher states of awareness and being. While many resist these necessary deaths, clinging to what no longer serves them, Scorpio embraces them. They instinctively understand what the Buddha taught. All compounded things decay. All attachments are transient. Clinging leads to suffering. Letting go allows rebirth. This understanding allows Scorpio to release toxic relationships when necessary, abandon outdated career paths without regret, rebuild after financial or emotional ruin, evolve spiritually through life's inevitable losses. In this way, Scorpio lives in harmony with the law of impermanence and gains extraordinary adaptability. A striking modern example is Joaquin Phoenix, the Scorpio actor whose career has undergone multiple deaths and rebirths, from troubled child actor to Hollywood outsider to Oscar-winning legend. He has spoken openly about grief, loss, and personal transformation, embodying the Scorpio truth that life is a cycle, not a straight line. In personal life, Scorpio's connection to this cycle gives them unparalleled psychological flexibility. Where others mourn the past endlessly, Scorpio acknowledges it, honors it, and then allows themselves to emerge anew, again and again. From a Buddhist lens, this mirrors the profound cycle of samsara, birth, death, and rebirth, which can occur within a single lifetime or even within a single year. Scorpio does not fear this cycle, they embrace it. And this is why they survive. Because they are not afraid to die, metaphorically or literally, when transformation demands it. Each ending becomes fuel for new life. Each loss becomes wisdom. Each death becomes rebirth. In a world obsessed with permanence, Scorpio's intimate dance with impermanence gives them an unmatched edge, not just to survive, but to evolve endlessly. Glowing Star Summary and Lesson. Just as a snake sheds its skin, we too must shed the layers of ego, illusion, and fear, again and again, to survive and awaken. Now you understand why Scorpio is the Zodiac's ultimate survivor. Not because they are the strongest, not because they are the smartest, but because they are the most willing to die and be reborn again and again. Through embracing pain as fuel, mastering emotional resilience, trusting their razor-sharp intuition, rising from ashes through reinvention, practicing ruthless focus, confronting life's darkest truths, mastering emotional self-control, building networks of loyalty, exercising strategic patience, demonstrating unyielding determination, transforming relationships, embracing impermanence, wielding mystery as both shield and sword, and dancing in harmony with the cycle of death and rebirth. Scorpio embodies the deepest wisdom of Buddhist survival philosophy. In a world that clings, Scorpio releases. In a world that fears endings, Scorpio welcomes transformation. In a world that resists change, Scorpio flows with it and thrives. Glowing Star Invitation to comment, CTA. Now I ask you, backhand index pointing right, do you believe Scorpio's survival instincts are innate or forged through life's harshest lessons? Backhand index pointing right, have you witnessed this cycle of death and rebirth in yourself, whether you are a Scorpio or not? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us learn from each other's wisdom. And if this journey through Scorpio's indomitable spirit spoke to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with fellow survivors. Remember, survival is not the end. Transformation is. And in that dance, Scorpio leads us all. Directed call to action, spoken from the heart. If this video stirred something in you, if you recognized yourself in these words, or you simply admire the unstoppable force of Scorpio energy, then let's keep going deeper together. Glowing Star, subscribe to this channel, The Path to Buddhist Wisdom, because here, we don't just talk about astrology. We awaken ancient truths. We merge mysticism with mastery, and we honor every soul's path to greatness. Hit that bell, leave a comment, and remember, the most powerful journey is the one within.